They say, love finds you when you're not looking. But what if love also waits for you, quietly, in the place you left behind? The alarm didn't go off again. Crap. Aiden, why didn't you wake me up? I'm gonna be late. April shouted from the bedroom as she flung open the closet door and pulled out 2 socks. One yellow, the other navy blue. I thought you set 6 alarms, Aiden called out from the kitchen, flipping an egg with the grace of a man who had done this every morning for 3 years. April skidded into the kitchen, pulling her hair into a bun. She was wearing an oversized sweatshirt, inside out, and leggings with a mysterious paint stain. Breakfast smells like success, unless that's toast I'm smelling. Then it smells like defeat. It's an omelet, your favorite, with cheese that expired 2 days ago. You dare feed me dangerous dairy? Is this how it ends? Live a little. You know I love you, right? Even if you try to poison me with expired cheese, I love you too. April turned on some music, balanced her plate, her glass, and phone all at once. This is peak multitasking. They should make me president. You'd cancel Mondays. Actually, I'd cancel all... Oops, sorry. Oh no. April. This is April and Aiden, and this is their love. Not perfect, but theirs. The phone rang at 6:42 a.m., an unfamiliar number from Maplewoods. Aiden answered, but by the look on his face, April realized something wasn't right. What happened? Who is it? Who is it? They said, my dad died this morning. April knew this would hurt him, no matter how much he pretended it wouldn't. He sank into a chair, eyes clouded, not quite sad, not quite angry. I hadn't talked to him in over a decade. You don't know him anything. Maybe not. But I always wondered if he ever regretted it, leaving Mom for that woman from his office. Just packed his things and disappeared from our lives like we were part of a chapter he'd finished reading. And when your mom got sick, I was 16, had to sell my bike to afford the meds. He sent a card, just a damn card, That's not a father. That's a man who ran away. But you didn't. You stayed. You took care of your mom. You became someone strong. He doesn't have anything on you. Then why do I feel this way? You're not him, Aiden. That's why you feel this so deeply. They expect me to be there. I don't know what to do. Be the better man, Aiden. You always have. Go. The next morning, Aiden opened the old suitcase alone. April lingered by the door, holding a wrinkled shirt he always forgot to fold. I could come with you. No need. No, I need to do this alone. She walked over and handed him his handkerchief. Come back to me, okay? Where else would I go? It had been 16 years since Aiden left Maplewood. The quiet town tucked between hills and time. He'd boarded a bus at 18, vowing never to look back. Chasing a future the town couldn't offer. Now, the bite back felt longer. The trees stood the same, but the silence hummed louder. The streets welcomed him like an old friend with secrets. Porch lights flickered behind white fences. Nothing had changed, except him. He didn't know what he'd find here. Maybe closure, maybe nothing. But something waited in the stillness, and he wasn't sure he was ready to face it. Aiden drove into Maplewood Hollow as if stepping back into an old photograph, one that hadn't aged as gracefully as memory suggested. The same brick storefronts lined the streets, paint peeling slightly, the air thick with pine and nostalgia. He pulled up to his father's old house. The porch light was still shaped like a lantern. A wind chime tinkled above the door. Diane hadn't just entered his father's life. She'd infiltrated it. With soft voices behind closed office doors and carefully planting doubts. She painted Aiden's mother as unstable, needy, a burden too heavy to bear. His father began to believe it, or maybe he wanted to. By the time Aiden's mother fell ill, Diane had already replaced her. The house was no longer a home. After his mother's funeral, there was nowhere else to go. So, he stayed with Diane and his dad. But kindness wasn't part of her offer. You're not like her, Aiden. You're stronger. Don't fall apart. My mom wasn't weak. No, but she didn't know when to let go. Don't make that mistake. This town chews up people like her, like you. You should go before it swallows you too. That night, Aiden left without a word. Diane answered with a practiced smile. She hadn't changed much. Well, look who the wind blew in. It's good you came. He would have liked that. Inside, the house smelled like unfamiliarity. 2 teenage boys, his half-brothers, glanced up from a video game. One nodded politely, the other didn't acknowledge him at all. You boys remember Aiden, don't you? Sort of. I'll be at the funeral tomorrow. Just needed to stop by. You know, in the end, he always asked about you. Maybe not often, but still. Won't you stay for dinner? No, I'm alright. Her words lingered like smoke. Now, Aiden had to be invited to dinner at his own house. He quietly turned to leave. He wouldn't be staying here. But unfortunately, the only hotel in town had no vacancy. So he wandered, instinctively turning toward the town's little bookstore cafe, Hollow Reeds. As he stepped inside, a hush fell over him. A soft guitar melody drifted from the corner, a tune he hadn't heard in over a decade. He turned and saw her. She sat in the corner. Then their eyes met. Helena's voice caught. A wrong chord slipped. She blinked. Aiden didn't breathe. Aiden? Helena? Helena Rose Cartwright, the girl of dreams that could quiet a storm. Back then, she'd write poetry on napkins and sing folk songs in the old chapel steps. She was Maplewood Hollow's sunflower. Warm, steady, beautiful in a way that didn't ask for attention, but couldn't help getting it. Now, dirty and glowing with the same quiet strength, she stood behind the bookstore cafe counter, guitar still in hand, as if time had only brushed past her. Their eyes met and didn't move. Aiden Keller, she smiled, setting the guitar down. I must be dreaming. I wasn't sure it was you. Then I heard that song and knew. What brings you back? My dad. He passed. I'm here for the funeral. I'm sorry. I remember. It was never easy between you two. No, it wasn't. I stopped by the house. Diane is still Diane. Where are you staying? No vacancy at the inn. Might just sleep in the car and leave right after the funeral. Oh, don't be ridiculous. You'll stay with me. Aiden hesitated. He might as well tell her the truth. Helena, I'm married. For a breath, she didn't move. Then she blinked, forcing a smile. Of course you are. Congratulations. Aiden shifted uncomfortably. And you? Married? No, Life had other plans, I guess. They stood in silence before Helena grinned playfully, nudging him with her elbow. "Come on, Keller. I won't eat you up. One night, maybe two, for old time's sake." Aiden chuckled reluctantly. "You haven't changed." "Great. Let's close up." The ride from the bookstore was quiet. As they turned a corner, Aiden stopped short. There it was, the white, ivy-laced cottage, with blue shutters and a wraparound porch. Not Helena's childhood home. No, this house was something else. They were 16, laughing as they peeked through dusty windows, the for sale sign swinging in the breeze. "This is it. Our forever house. We'll grow old here, argue over what color to paint the kitchen, and I'll win every time. Not a chance." "You bought this house?" Helena smiled softly. "Yeah, after you left, I stayed, finished community college, opened the bookstore, saved up. Mom and Dad helped a bit, and here we are." Aiden swallowed the lump in his throat. This was supposed to be ours. Helena tilted her head toward the door. "Well, come on in." And he did. Evening at her place was behind an overgrown garden of rosemary and sunflowers. Inside smelled like baked apples and cinnamon. Everything was soft, lamplight, old wood, linen curtains swaying gently. Helena handed him a plate of roasted chicken, potatoes, and green beans. "This looks amazing." "Real food. Remember that, city boy?" Hey, country at the heart, all right? Truth was, he hadn't had a home-cooked meal in years. April had tried, but it always ended in burnt toast or takeout. Still, he loved her for trying. But Helena didn't need to try. She brought him tea afterwards, along with folded pajamas and extra blankets. "Guest room's all yours. And I promise, still not gonna eat you," she said lightly, disappearing down the hallway. Aiden sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the teacup. "You should have said no." April's face swam in his mind, mismatched socks, laughing as she burnt the eggs. That was his wife. So, why was his heart racing now? Then he noticed a note tucked beside the cup. Tone vanish again. He smiled. But as he turned off the light, one thought pulsed through his chest, like a warning and a question. Is it possible to still be in love with someone you never stopped loving?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.